beautiful this planter is. It's mostly in the shade, but it's growing so well. And then look at this spectacular one. Just beautiful. Look at this beautiful bird's nest. It must have fallen from the tree up above here. Look how cute. Look how intricate it is, how they make it. Love it. These bottle rocket, they do really well in partial and light sun. They're spectacular when they're blooming. So yeah, they do really well with moist soil and in just light sun, preferably in the morning. This bronze peacock does really well in the shade as well. The leaves turn like a beautiful dark browny purple, and I love how erect it is and it's never floppy. Perfect for a shade garden. This is also a beautiful plant for shade. It's called Pig Squeak Virginia, and it's Bressingham White. It's beautiful near a pond, but I'm telling you, when you see the blooms, it's stunning. So it does really well with no sun, and it's so worth it. But again, I really do like to see it like under a beautiful tree or near a pond. Beautiful soft leaves. Love it. There is the chocolate chip bugleweed. That does really well with very little sun. Right now it's not blooming, but look at those beautiful purples, just to add color between the hostas. And of course, any fern will do well. Regal Red. That's a beautiful one to mix with one of these. You can mix it. And these are Anthurium Felix Femina Lady. She's a lady, all right. That's beautiful. I've always loved these as well. Endiantum pedantum. Very pretty leaves, or 5 fingers. Some nurseries call it 5 fingers. This is a chocoholic. Beautiful color to add in a shade garden. This is another one, Hillside Black Beauty. Beautiful. I love this one too. What's the name on this one? Hold on. The only label I see is A Uncas, but it's beautiful. Love these. Desdemona. When they're bloomed, they're just stunning. So there's so many options for shade gardens. I just love it. And I have my back one is totally full of shade. So these are great ideas. These are great too. White Saxifraga, partial sun. Their blooms are gorgeous. Love that one. This is Vision in Red, Chinese Astilaba. Either way, Vision in Red. Beautiful. And then they have a Vision in White. No sun required. I can't wait to see those bloom. Beautiful. And these are stunning in a shade garden. Mount Array Dwarf Forther Julia. She gets beautiful white flowers. And it kind of looks like hydrangea, where it, has the green and then beautiful whites. So pretty. And then I love this for the shade garden. Blackberry Merlot Rose Mallow. It's a hibiscus, and it looks like another hibiscus that does better in the sun, but this is perfect for a shade garden. Beautiful erect flowers. and they come in all different colors. Look at this beautiful color that it comes in. Isn't she gorgeous? Love it. And then of course all the succulents do really well in a shade garden. I love this showy stone crop. I love how they bloom. And then, you know, just putting all these colors together, like the red near the green, that would look so pretty near a pond or under a beautiful tree. I just love these too. I don't have any in my garden, but eventually I will get these. Love this one. Chick Charms. She's really pretty. Look at that. Look at nature. There's the green with like a tip, like we get on our nails. So pretty. Pretty, pretty colors. I love this one. It's Lime Zinger Stone Crop. Look at all the shades it comes in. Look at that one. Wow. These are definitely great for a shade garden, and they spread very easily too. So that's a good thing. They're ground covers. Look at this one, Red Reuben. Gorgeous. Firecracker. Very pretty. So what else do we have for shade garden? Phalaborus, True Love, Wedding Party Series. Phalaborus, very pretty. Then we have Jack Frost Serbian Bug Gloss. Very pretty leaves. Just adds different color of greenery. Then we have Bleeding Heart, of course. That's always great for shade. And then what do we have here? Gold Strike Lady Mentile. Not crazy about her, but again, look at the different color variations, and that's what makes a shade garden beautiful. The different textures and colors of green, and then a pop of color. Look at this beautiful hosta next to this one. Love that. I think it's just layering and different colors and different patterns that makes a shade garden very beautiful. What are these? Autumn Frost. Beautiful. And I love these. The June hosta. I love this combo of green. And then look next to that. And then another color combo right here. Let me go back to the Jack Frost. I just realized that they shoot out these beautiful blue, tiny little flowers. So this one is partial sun, so I'm sure you can find a spot that gets it. Beautiful. And then of course for the shade garden, we have the beautiful rhododendrons. Rhododendrons, beautiful colors, different leafing. This is called PJM Elite. Look at this one. What's this one? Nova Zembla. Just beautiful. I can imagine these around my pool. Gorgeous, gorgeous. They do need some sun, but very little tri-lights. See, it's showing shade. And if I have to pick, I do like these bigger leafed ones as opposed to these that look like azaleas. I think these look more tropical and the blooms are a lot bigger. So for that reason alone, I do like these bigger leafed ones. These ukras do really well in a shaded garden as well, even though it says part sun, part shade. They do really well, and look at the color they add. Look at it next to the beautiful hosta. Oh, nature just keeps awing me. Just beautiful. Look at all these colors together. Looks beautiful. So not only that, the color is gorgeous, but then they shoot these little stacking of flowers. Look at that. Here we have the coral bells okra, and it shoots off these beautiful pinky flowers up into the air. Just so lovely. Look at this hosta. It's called a curly fry, and it totally looks like that. And then we have a dark one here, dark hosta. Very pretty, very elegant almost, right? Like a beautiful dark green dress. Very elegant. Black forest cake coral bells. Look how stunning. Definitely black forest with the beautiful corally color. Shooting flower, just beautiful. Also, all this tall grass does really well in the shade as well. This one is called Carl Forester. Beautiful. Around a pond, pool. I like the movement of this tall grass. This Japanese grass is beautiful as well. Look at that. Beautiful lime color. This tall grass is called Dixieland. She's really pretty too. I wanted to show you this ground cover grade 4 shaded garden, and it's called Pink Chintz Creeping Thyme. Look how pretty. And the aroma it gives off, it's lovely. Perfect for a shaded garden. This Iris cristata is beautiful too. Perfect for a shade garden. Ornamental onion, also great. Look at the beautiful purple colors it gives off. Another one, blue waterfall, Serbian bellflower. Look how beautiful. We are leaving them in the sun here because they're in pots. We don't want them to get rot. We're getting a lot of rain, but it does well in the shade. Robustissima. It's another anemone, grade 4 shade. Blue Fortune, another one. Beautiful stalks, flowering. White clips. Look how beautiful. Just needs a little bit of sun. These irises, versicolor, does well too in the shade. Very pretty. And then remember I was telling you about the other peony that I want. It's the one that the stems are red. See how red they are? They almost look like, you know, on a beet they have the leaves. And it's red and then the leaves. Isn't she pretty? And it's like a dark fuchsia color. On my wanted list. You can see it here, how it looks. Look how pretty this color is, and I just love that. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of, beet leaves. Very pretty, nice variation. So the last thing I want to discuss with you guys is mulch. Mulch should be done beginning of the season, April, before all the weeds come up and before everything spreads. I unfortunately waited too long, but better late than never. There's certain things you don't want to mulch. I see people planting lavender with mulch. The whole purpose of mulch is to give the flowers, the ground, moisture. So yeah, retains moisture, suppresses weeds. It regulates soil temperature. Erosion control. So, you know, when rainwater comes, it doesn't wash away the soil and waste the soil and then expose the roots of the plant. You don't want to put too much mulch, too much meaning layer. Make it a thin layer. because you want water and oxygen to be able to get through. You don't want to suffocate the roots. Over mulching can cause slugs, snails, you know, you don't want to overdo it. Also, yeah, you have to reapply each year. But the most important thing about mulch, and I see this all the time in the videos, and I cringe because all you're doing is you're killing the plants. I'm gonna post on this side while I'm talking to you, that black mulch, it's poison. It's with black stain paint. It's not good. If you're investing in flowers, why wouldn't you invest in the mulch as well? Because it's such a necessity, especially during the summer months, and especially in climates that are very hot, or even like here in Canada, we're getting a week worth of like really high temperatures where plants are suffocating. So like in dental, I always tell our patients, if you're invested in your teeth, whether you had braces or you have bridges or veneers, you know, why wouldn't you take care of it? It's the same with plants. If you're spending $60 on a plant, you have to invest in its care, the surroundings, know about the plant. So like the lavender that I bought, it does not like mulch. It likes cheap dirt, cheap soil, no moisture in it, but that's one type of a plant. All the other plants need moisture. They need, you know, the de-weeding to happen. And by putting the mulch there, you will accomplish all that. So again, early April, last frost, before the weeds come out, you do it. This year, everything is behind. It was cold, we were away, and all that you've heard in my other videos. So now I'm gonna tell you which brand to buy. Brand or what's in it. I'm not promoting any brand. I'm not getting paid. I'm not promoting anybody. All I'm promoting is what type to use, okay? So again, I'm not promoting the brand. It's just what I could find. And what you want to look for is Canada Red SPM. So SPM stands for Shredded Pine Mulch. Okay? Guys, the aroma itself, it's so beautiful. It's rich, natural, red-brown color, beautifies gardens, excellent weed control, helps conserve moisture in soil. What else does it say? Sustainably sourced, renewable, recycled product. What else can I tell you about it? Let's look at it in our hands. So again, don't worry about the brand. Just make sure it's SPM. And it's not black, it's not red, that has food dyes in it, not food dyes, just dyes in it. And it just chokes your plant, it kills the roots, forms mold, and it's good for nothing. Yes, it's a lot cheaper. So this is about $10 per 42 liters. Okay, so it's not cheap. The other ones are about $4.99 on special. So invest, especially if you're investing in plants. Okay, so this is how it looks. And it just smells like the cottage. It smells like North Canada and cottage country. Look how beautiful it is. Now watch something. Look at my hands. No color, no stain like the other black cheap stuff. Just beautiful. There's no mold also. I'm looking through this. No mold at all. I guarantee you open up a bag of the other stuff, you're gonna see mold. Your hands are gonna be dirty. You're gonna have to scrub them. That's all the dyes that they put in there. Now picture your flowers getting all that poison in them. No wonder all these years I was losing flowers, especially the delicate ones, and I couldn't understand what was happening. I was probably over mulching, using the wrong brand or the wrong mulch, until I started working at this garden, and I've learned so much from the owners and just trial and error. But again, you don't want to invest. Like, I see it also as, would you put a bumper sticker on a Ferrari? No, you're gonna take care of it. You're gonna give it the right gasoline. You're not gonna give it 80 something. You're gonna go to the highest quality. So same thing with plants. And like I said, the only one that I can think of is lavender. Do not mulch lavender. It likes dirty dirt. Other than that, everything grows so much better with mulch. So yeah, look for this type of mulch and mulch away. Like I said, I watch some gardening videos and I just cringe on what they're doing. Not because I'm an expert. No, it's just I know that mulch is just gonna suffocate everything. Nothing is gonna flourish. Nothing is gonna grow. And I noticed that, like the first year that I started at the garden center, compared it to mine, why was their doing so much better? Why were their peonies so much more lush? Why was their daisies spreading so well and they didn't even water a lot? And then I realized it's the mulch mix that they use and they're spread around everywhere. So yeah, I'm late in mulching, but that's okay. I got my hands on this one now, and I'm gonna mulch where it's needed. It's never too late. De-weed the area, then put the mulch on, and you watch your garden flourish. My piece of advice. Anyway, guys, you have a nice evening. Enjoy some sunshine. I'm gonna go and water all my little herbs here, my little angel, and just enjoy the evening. And I'll see you next time. Happy mulching. Hope you enjoyed my shade garden flowers. Yeah, just keep layering it. I'm gonna show a few pictures of ones that like hit home for me and that I like, and you will see just layer upon layer of different textures, and your shade garden will look beautiful as well. Thank you for all my new subscribers, all my new friends on here. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. It helps me grow and encourage me to keep going on this channel. So please, it's free. If you can just subscribe for me, that would help me out a lot. We'll see you next time. And little Rocco's here. Yes, he is. He's so hot, he's hiding in the shade with me. Rocco, listen, Rocco, you gonna help mommy later? We're gonna mulch and we're gonna play with some flowers. You gonna help me? Yeah? All right, guys, see you next time.